Mm, 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 mm. Uh, Coming from the west side, west side. Yeah.
What's up?
How's it going, bro?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good though, man. Making it happen every day out here in Los Angeles.
Oh, you're in LA?
Yeah, bro. Let me show you.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I've been out here for going on for like four and a half years.
That's what's up, dude.
Yeah, just had to make the change. I wanted to get out of the valley. I kind of wanted to see like if to expand my horizons, and I kind of felt like the city would give me super more opportunities, bro. And I've done stuff and seen stuff that I've never seen in my life. Staples Center is like 10 minutes away.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Venice Beach is like 20 minutes away.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah. So basically, Bobby, I just wanted to get on with you, bro, because we got a very interesting history, especially me and you know, from the beginning, because I'll never forget the time when I came out to Stockton and it was you, Day Day, and your brother and the white dude. You guys are all breaking out. It was like the Stockton Memorial Stockton room, and I had came out, and then like you came out on me. I said, "What? Oh, they want to battle me?" So then Sky came out, and then the white dude came out, and then I remember after that you was just like, "What's your name?" I was like, "Mikey Ice." That was in 2000. You remember that?
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Yo, I
Yeah.
like the way you break," and you was like, "Yeah, you know what? Stay in touch." And I was like, "Okay, cool friendship." And I'll never forget. We went to San Jose, and we entered a contest, and you was on the other side, and I had did a set, and you walked over to me, and you said, "Yo, bro, why'd you have to do that to me?" I said, "Nah, it's cool, it's cool." You remember that in San Jose?
Yeah. So I think honestly, I want to say it was probably more like 1999 because
Yeah,
I think
yeah, you're right.
yeah, because me and Isaac Precise,
Mm,
we battled you and one of your buddies at one of the
yeah,
Return of the B-Boys.
yeah,
But I already knew you at that point because I met you at that Stockton function.
exactly. That's what it
Yeah.
was. And ever since then, me and you became like, we had this understanding because I think that battle that happened in Stockton, I think you guys respected me because you was like, yo, like, we got like four dudes coming at him. He's willing to kind of like hold it off. And back then, breaking was really, it was very, it was a lot of like, there was a lot of talking involved. And I remember like, you guys are talking a lot and I'm talking a lot, but I think that was the energy because I'm not from Stockton. And I
Yeah.
knew that I was in Stockton. I knew that you guys, that was your guys' battlegrounds. But I was like, I'm not backing down. Like I said, I'll battle these dudes.
No, it
But
was
it,
cool
but
too because it was like one of those underground rave type
hmm
settings too. So,
that's what it was.
which is like my history with like dance. I started as like a house dancer. So
Okay.
I might be competitive, but at the same time, I have a lot of appreciation for like people with style who get down to
Mm,
house music. So I remember I respected you for like not just being like a power head or something like that and actually having some flavor to some house
okay.
shit.
Yeah, that's what it was. Cause I remember they was playing house like all night.
Mm-hmm.
And from so, but then I remember I started asking about you. I said, "Who's these guys over here?" And there was a girl named Jill from she was from what's that little town though, like by Modesto, Lathrop. She was from
Okay.
Lathrop, and she said, "Yeah, I know who the brothers are. One of them run track, and the other one does such and such." And she was like, "Yeah, they're really good at sports." And I
Dude,
was
that's
like, "Oh,
crazy that it must have been Jill Escajo.
Esquejo, yeah, Jill Esquejo,
Dude, that's crazy. Small world.
yeah." Yeah, I knew who she was because she would go to the dances at the she would go to Modesto to the California Ballroom, and that's where I met her. You know, but I didn't know she was from Lathrop.
Yeah. Her brother ran track with me, but he break danced.
Mm,
Like he could do 90s and shit, But this was like before, like when you talk to my brother, we didn't
Yeah.
like really know about that kind of stuff yet. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I used to do 90s and shit. And until I seen that movie Only the Strong, I didn't really
Yeah.
put two and two together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a trip, dude.
Yeah. So that was some good times though, bro. And I just remember you guys being like, yeah, like DSD1. You know what I'm
Hey.
saying? I remember I would go on the freestyle session boards and I would see like you guys were just talking smack on freestyle session, bro. Like, and I'm thinking like, yo, these guys is always at war. And I'm thinking like, even on the boards, you guys are like
Bro.
putting up facts about everything that you guys seen, and everybody was reading. And it was like going back and forth with you guys on the freestyle session board.
Yeah. I was like actually thinking about that a couple days ago, trying to refresh my memory, like how we kind of got into like the boards. And I
Mm-hmm.
want to say it first like officially really happened after Out for Fame Nationals,
Mm.
when we threw little Aaron and he did the spins and he hit his face. And I remember we were hella pissed off because people were going on the boards and they were like saying things like, dude, that was crazy. That was like blow up of the year. And then Cross One went on there and was like, yeah, but he hit his face. And that shit hella pissed us off because no
Mm.
one really knew like how bad it was for little Aaron. And like that dude had no insurance. His teeth like went into his gums. And they literally like, he was like that for over a week before he could even see a doctor. So we were like hella pissed about that. And that was like the
Mm.
first time we really like went online and just like started letting motherfuckers have it. Like, but yeah, dude. Speaking of that
Yeah.
move though, we actually had practiced that toss at J Rock's house.
Okay.
A week before Nationals, J Rock used to live around the corner from us. So we go over to J Rock's house to practice. Crumbs is over there. So we're all practicing and we're like, all right, you know, let's try to throw you. So we would throw him, he'd do like 2 spins and land on his feet, which was
Oh
dope.
yeah.
So then when we get to the Nationals, he's like, yo, I'm just going to hold, he found a flower in the fucking hotel lobby. And he's like, I'm going to hold a flower like this, and just keep spinning and land on my back like I'm in a grave. And I'm like, all right, I mean, that's cool, you know, but it all went bad from there because, you know, he just stayed like this and never tried to land on his feet.
I know, bro. That video when they showed the camera, when they showed like his teeth chipped into the wood, like you could tell it just focused on it, and everybody was just like, I heard everybody go, oh, like,
Dude, yeah, he kept it from us. He didn't
mm.
even disclose to us how bad it was. So, and then if you remember, like 3 rounds later, he went out and did 5 back head flips. Like savage, bro. Like, can you imagine like your teeth are in your fucking gums and you're gonna go do 5 back head flips?
People don't
Beast.
understand. Yeah, breaking is like
Fucking beast.
yeah, breaking would do that to you, bro. Breaking, I make you do some supernatural shit.
Yeah.
You feel like a superhero, you know. So yeah, bro. So can you tell me like how did the name DSD come up with? Like, who started DSD1?
So Paul officially came up with the name, and then he gave you a little bit of rundown about how
Mm-hmm.
at one of those jams in Milpitas,
Right.
Return of the B-Boy jams, when we did good against was it Zero Gravity?
Yeah.
And East Bay Mafia did good against Headhunters, and they kind of linked up.
Mm-hmm.
So what he didn't get into is actually after him and Fury became cool, they actually invited us to a jam in Antioch. They were
Okay.
like, yo, why don't you guys all come out to Antioch and enter this jam? Well, they had it set up to fucking battle us without telling us. So it was like Fury, Iron Giant. I think Rich might have been with them, and Conflict,
Mm-hmm.
and Willie. Willie Global. So we actually battled them, and then after that is when we kind of officially, like, for sure, we're going to be a crew. But yeah, Paul came up with the name, though, down since day one.
Oh, okay. Hold on 1 second, bro. Had to make a little move. This person just kind of crept up on me.
Got Scoob, Connects, Ozone.
Yeah.
Hi, what up, GG? Holla. Hey, yo. Talking to my friend Mikey. Yeah, you want to say hi?
Yeah, put them on. I want to say hello. Yeah, say hello. Don't be scared.
Oh, wow. She ain't ever. She's always on the camera, too. That's Daddy's breakdancing friend.
Where are you? Let me see.
Just say what up.
I see you in the back.
Say hi. Say what up.
I see you.
Kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So that was pretty insane, though, bro. And then I remember I watched the battle when you guys was DSD1 versus Modesto on the checker floor.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just watched that battle though, bro, and I was kind of tripping on that because like the money, you know what I'm saying? It was like I think it was like $450, huh?
Yeah.
And I know like in Modesto that was like goals, bro. Whoever got $450.
Dude, it's a funny story that you said that because Xbox, I think it was like right around the time like we kind of like took Xbox and Sammy under our wing, and Xbox was hilarious in that video because he's in the background, and when they announced that it was for $400, he's like, "Oh my god, $400!"
That's hella funny.
Yeah, we were dying on that, man. But yeah, a little $400 jam. That was a cool jam though, because it's kind of like the brothers against Modesto's finest and shit.
Right. But I know, bro, like for a minute though, you guys had a nice little income winning those jams because you guys won. You guys are winning on a consistent basis though, bro. We hear DSD just won San Jose, DSD won just beat Sacramento, DSD1. I'm just thinking like, damn, these dudes is making money.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I'm trying
Good
to
enough
think.
to travel and stuff though, right? For you guys to travel.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Gas
I think
money.
the most money that we won as a crew was that Stockton Jam, Rockin' the Elements, that Termites crew put on, and they brought out fucking like everybody, like Rocksteady, Rock.
Oh yeah, I was there.
Renegades, and then they had some cool like old school. I think Ken Swift was a judge. Walt J. They fucking brought Walter. So
I remember that.
Judges, and then Davey on that comedian. But that one was a pretty good payout for a crew jam for us.
Heck yeah.
So
that was dope though, bro. I want to actually too. I noticed when you guys are breaking, you guys always had a unique way of doing routines. A lot of interaction, a lot of like little stunts and taking off your shoes and like walking on each other's hands and stuff. And I was thinking like, where'd you guys get all those ideas from?
So me and Fury actually, I think, came up with one of our first couple unique routines. One was the air flares on the back. We had multiples, so I would keep turning, and he could do like 5 in a row before he went off. So it wasn't like just the little things that a couple other people were doing on the East Coast where they just do one. We had multiple in a row. And then I had one where he would walk up my body, which ended up being me and Paul's, where we transaction up and down, where I keep grabbing his and he goes up and down. But yeah, after that though, once me and Paul started to actually make routines together, our main thing was just always making sure it was either like an out of this world concept or a blow up. Like we didn't want to have like the little cookie cutter routine. We wanted to have like the blow ups. And then I want to say around 2004, when we noticed politics kind of getting into the game.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We had to change our routines up, and we had to add more dancing into them. Because we were literally like, we would do like a crazy blow up routine and execute it perfect, and then the other crew would just do like this mediocre dancing routine with no just intro, right? Like more of a commando.
Yeah,
and,
commando.
We would fucking lose, and we'd be like, bro, like, there's no comparison, like. But once we noticed what was going on, we just added dancing to it.
Yeah. So man, so when did you actually decide that you kind of want to step away from the b-boy scene? Because I think I seen you guys at a jam at in Oakland that Tracy Barlow threw, and I remember it was like on the floor. Remember that?
Yeah.
That was I remember that. I think that was probably the last time that I seen you compete.
So I want to say. I want to say we had like, I always worked. So like a lot of people didn't know, unless you really knew me, that I was already in my like early 20s when I even started breakdancing.
Okay.
So I always had jobs and shit, and just had to really dedicate my free time to try and get better. So I know there was a time period around 2004 where we stopped, and then we came back late 2005 and went on like a little winning spree. For like a couple years, and then around 2008 I think we stopped again. And the 2008 time though was when kind of we were really just like, bro, like it's not feeling it anymore. But then that's like 5 years into YouTube and shit, you know?
Yeah.
Definitely things have changed on a just moralistic level. Like biting was okay by then. Fuck it. You know, and then since YouTube, you could see anybody's moves, you know what I mean? Like, we had that shit happen with America's Best Dance Crew. I don't know if you remember that.
Oh, yeah. That situation, bro. I was thinking, these guys are on the internet early, bro. You guys are on the internet strong early, bro.
This is the crazy thing. Like, me and you, we talked about, the other day, we talked about the idea of racism within the b-boy realm. And I really went and thought about everything, and we talked about that jam where what was it? West Side B-boys battled Tata Morris and Machine.
Yeah.
And fucking what's his face came out and did the damn gorilla gestures and banana. Crap to Tata. And besides that, I think what might happen with us is we're kind of like the minority. There's not a lot of like brothers like breaking, and there hasn't been like through 2000 on. There never was. Like, we're always the majority. So even when we went and we made that diss video in 2008 against Quest Crew for doing our routines on their show on America's Best Dance Crew, there were hella fans. They had a lot of Asian fans that really support them.
Yeah.
That, you know, it wasn't that they were being racist towards us. You know, it was just the fact that they're hella just being loyal or whatever to their group, which, you know what, it is what it is. But so yeah, we just kind of always been the minority in the scene.
Yeah.
You know?
So like, so from your point of view, since we got people watching, like, do you believe that there's racism in the b-boy community with the dance world?
So I don't really, not necessarily. I don't really like think so as a whole, but there has been a couple isolated incidences, like the one we just mentioned. That was just horrible. I think what we just have is the fact that we're just the minorities in the scene. And at the end of the day, at times it don't feel like we have a lot of support from our own. But I mean, shit, you go to a jam and there might be 5 brothers out of 200 people. So it's like, shit. You feel like everybody against you when they're cheering for the other team. You know what I mean?
Exactly. You go out and do some top rock, and everybody just be looking at you like it's okay. And you get this guy that comes from fucking somewhere else. You make up some shit, then the whole room is already jumping up.
Yeah,
Oh,
blowing it up.
it's like he's not even doing anything right now.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know?
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I think the hip hop b-boy scene is it's a very loving spot. It's just
Yeah.
there have been a few instances where a couple clowns did some foul stuff.
Yeah.
And I commend Tata for not knocking dude out, to be honest. Like,
oh yeah,
I think he even touched him after doing that gesture.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm on the phone and I'm telling you right now to stop until I'm done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm hella happy for Tata too for traveling around with what's his face? The rapper Big Daddy Kane.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Bro, that's all you get to do is do it solo and get paid, like and travel the world. You go out and do one solo. That's all he does is just one solo.
Well, Paul said it too right here. He said, how could you be in the KKK and want to dance to James Brown? So yeah, I mean, just the music in general that is in the b-boy scene kind of pushes that element away. You know what I mean? But then there's still going to be those few knuckleheads.
Yeah, that's very true. So how do you feel about the b-boy scene today? Like now looking back, you know, even before the situation, when you see like 2019 going into 20 though, do you feel like it's missing something, or do you feel like it's making the scene better?
It's definitely missing something because over like I out of all like my brothers and maybe even the crew in general, I've stayed up on game on like watching footage like over the years. Like it still entertains me and I still like to see what moves people are doing and how it's evolving, who's winning what and so forth.
Yeah.
But what it's missing is like the up and coming b-boys having that like fire and raw desire to want to like go test themselves against the guys who are winning all the jams.
The underdog dudes, yeah.
Because I mean, I can't even count how many like times we've gotten in the car during our active days and went to jams just to call people out. We've even driven to LA just to fucking call a crew out. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a big investment just to call somebody out. Like not even tripping on the jam. Hell, 2008, we went to World of Dance just to call out Quest Crew. We ended up entering the jam just because we were there, and we beat Underground Flow pretty bad. And,
it's on there? I can watch it on YouTube?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's on. Yeah, it was like 2008 World of Dance.
Oh, I love to watch that, bro. Heck yeah.
We beat them like really bad actually. And then our next round, we opted out of the battle, and Paul got on the microphone and verbally in front of all the b-boys was like, yo, the only reason we came to this jam is to call out Quest Crew. And we knew they were in the building. And those fools, like, we went to their dressing room area and they like came out and were like hella timid about it. Like Dietrich was like, come on, Sky, like you really want to battle? Come on, Sky. we had it on videotape, bro. But yeah, dude, like they punked out, didn't want to battle us. We went to LA to battle Underground Flow before. Paul went down there and battled Lost Tribe before. We've gone and called out, I mean, Renegades and Headhunters before, and just a lot of like the big crews that like before we were established. But that's
Yeah.
definitely missing, bro. Like, but you know what's crazy is that element is not just only missing from b-boying, it's kind of missing from all arts. Because like even with me and DJing now since 2010, I took my full focus from b-boying to DJing. And I'm at the point now where like I want to call out fucking DJs, like, and battle fucking DJs, like, and I'll like put up a post like, yo, who should I battle in wordplay transitions? And it'll be crickets, bro. And I know I have hella friends that love certain DJs that I would love to battle in fucking wordplay. And they don't say nothing. And I'm just like, dude, you guys are weak. Like,
it's changed though, man.
This new age stuff is weak. But yeah, man.
Yeah, it's changed though. Yeah, it's changed a lot, you know, but at the same time, like I do like the fact that a lot of the young kids are amazing though, bro. There's a little black girl in the UK named Tara.
Dude, I love her.
Tara can do everything. When I say everything, she can do everything that B-girl needs to do. She can dance. She got phrases. She can do flares. She can do air flares. She can do head spins.
Yeah.
She got the head spins like on lock though, bro. You know what I'm saying?
And she knows how to. Same girl that is in the crew with the brothers. I want to say they're three brothers. One's got hella hand hops.
I'm not.
They're kind of. Do you know what crew I'm talking about?
No, but she's in a crew out there called the Soul Mavericks.
Oh, okay, it's a different girl then. I know
Yeah.
Exactly what you're talking about now.
Yeah, that's the UK. They're actually from the UK, so they put Tara down. But in my opinion, bro, she shines better by herself.
Yeah.
Way harder by herself though. Like to battle her, I seen her come out to the United States and she battled Ayumi, one of the top Nurami.
The older one?
Yeah, she battled Nurami's like I think she's got to be like 37 though, bro. Like she's older,
Is that
you know.
The one that wears the little beanies?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
very aggressive though, bro. She'll be in your face, you know.
Yeah.
And little Tara got to her and took her out the first round, bro.
Nice.
Minus Tara's only like 10.
Yeah.
And like this girl been breaking like 27, 28 years of her life and she got beat by a 10-year-old.
That's dope.
Bro.
You know what I mean? Like honestly, that's the kind of stuff that should be happening because a lot of these little kids get hit to games super early now.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like to see the kids though. I like to see the kids though. So let me ask you, who do you think was one of you guys' greatest rivalries that you guys constantly, always, no matter wherever you went? Was it like Flex or was it Renegades?
Before I answer that, Paul mentioned something. Because when I was saying how we would just go places to battle people, Paul brought up a freestyle session. So do you remember when Hong 10 was going to battle Crumbs?
Yeah.
It was like freestyle session weekend. So we went down there knowing Hong 10 was going to be there so that Day could call his ass out. So we caught him. Yeah, we caught him the day before his battle with Crumbs, and Day went up to him and called his ass out, and he declined.
He did?
So then right after that, we went out and called out Rivers Crew. So me, Paul, Day,
this is crazy, bro.
Sammy, and possibly Iron Giant. We all called out Rivers Crew. It was like Physics, Born. And honestly, like, I think we got the better of them. There were like a couple rounds that like Physics did that were like pretty solid, but Paul's blow-ups were just as clean back then. So it was like, but yeah, I remember Paul did a pants burn to fucking Born, where he went down and acted like he pulled his pants down. And I shit you not, by the next year, I was seeing Born do that shit in his burns. So That's another one. But
Yeah.
yeah, rivalry. They're both pretty close. Like with Flex, it was weird because Flex actually tried to recruit me, Paul, and David, like right around before we were DSD1, like right around the time after we entered the '99 Return of the B-Boy and met East Bay Mafia. Before we officially like did a crew, Flex actually Abe invited us out, and then we met Machine, and we was chilling a little. We were chilling in someone's house, and Abe was showing us footage of like Boogie Brats and shit, and just hella Joachim Kamel and Minguez, and then we went to a little club and like battled a couple like B-boys from the club, but we ended up Reflex was with us too. We ended up not getting in their crew, but so it was weird. Like it was kind of one of those things like either have them join you, you know what I'm saying, first before you try to beat them. But I don't know with them, like I don't know, like we never really like saw them as like a huge like rivalry outside of like the political aspects of B-boy.
Okay.
Like if we had to like go fucking round for round with them in like a circle, like we'd have no like doubt that we're gonna like smash them if it was crew versus crew. And then Renegades was kind of we had the same kind of feeling, but it just seemed like their fan base was just fucking way more loud. You know what I mean? Like, and loud could be impactful on like hometown judges. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah,
what hometown judge is going to be real and vote against the hometown crew if the crowd is blowing them the fuck up too? You know what I mean? It'd be kind of bad. Like, so,
yeah.
But yeah, dude, still though, at the end of the day, like when I look back on it, as much as those two crews were like the main rivalries, I now like, as much as I kind of hated them at a point in time, I like love them the most because like they literally like without them, there literally would not be us. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how you got to look at things at the end of the day. Without your biggest rivals, like you know what I'm saying, you would never reach that like impactful level.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, like I got love for them, those two crews now, because it's just like, dude, you guys, they were like a major part of our lives. So, whether it was kind of seen as a negative thing back then or not, it is what it is.
Right. So Bobby, too, I wanted to ask you, when you would see me dance, like when you first met me, in your eyes, like what came to your mind when you see me, like me asking you, like when you see me show up to San Jose, when you see me show up to like Modesto, and you guys are watching from a distance, like what was going on with your eyes when you saw me dance?
So we'll say like once I was like acclimated into the B-boy scene more, not like my first year, like a couple years in. So when I had more of an understanding of like traditional top rock and shit like that, I could appreciate people who look fluent with it versus people who look like robots. Like your shit was always fluent. Like even when I look back in '99, because I have that footage of when we battled on the 2-on-2, your shit was still fluent. I even look at your footwork. Your footwork flow was fluent. You know what I'm saying? You didn't do hell tricks, but your shit was fluent.
Right.
So yeah, like that's one thing. Like I hella respect like that about your top rock.
Okay.
But yeah, my top rock forever was always, like I told you, my background's house music. So I always had more weird, you know, intricate kind of top rock. And then I started to get more traditional top rock, but then I still wanted to kind of trick it out. And some people loved me for it, and some people hated on me. And then, I look now, hella people are doing little intricate shit that I was doing way back then and getting hated on for it.
Everybody, yeah.
Like all the little toe taps. I do hella toe taps and shit. And now all the B-boys do that shit, and it's like the dope shit. So
yeah. Yeah, you're right about it though, bro. I'm glad we can finally talk about it, you know. And I just want to ask you, is there anything on your mind that you might want to share to the B-boy community, or a question that you might want to ask me?
What's Paul talking about here? Paul's bringing up headhunters. Did you ever like through the grapevine, like hear about any rivalry between like me and Roland?
No.
Yeah.
I just remember he had an issue with one of the other white dudes that was rolling with you guys though, because I remember I went to that jam in Tracy, and I was standing there, and Roland came out, and he's all, watch this shit. He's all, watch this shit, and you guys are saying, do what he's doing, do what he's doing. He's all, watch this, and he started doing all of his stuff, and then he stuck his last freeze, and I remember everybody went, oh.
I am on the phone, and you're gonna get stinky.
Yeah.
That was a dope jam, by the way.
Yeah, that was a dope jam in Tracy.
Yeah, those were good times.
Fuck yeah, though, bro.
Yeah, that was Fury.
Fury, that's who it was. We only had an issue with Fury instead of you.
Yeah, which is, I mean, it is what it is. But Fury was doing was like the evolution of what Roland's base was for that particular move. Like Fury had mad power, which you know he started to really utilize, especially around us. Like once he started getting into a lot of style and stuff like that. But yeah, that dude should have never stopped. I think that same jam he did a air chair on one arm and hopped over to the other arm and hit another air chair in the air. So that's, he had some shit, bro.
Yeah, so that was
Roland. It's weird. Roland in '99, I didn't know who Roland was, but he was like hella popping in the San Jose, whole East Bay area. So when we went out to that first jam where I battled you in that 2-on-2, I had already like had maybe 4 or 5 air baby tricks, and some of them were just like Roland's, but I'd literally never seen the dude. So after that point, I remember like he did a call out battle at Mighty 4 in San Jose after that, and it was over fucking him thinking I bit his air babies when really I didn't even know who he was.
I know. Yeah, man, good times though, bro. So so are you ever thinking about getting back into the b-boy scene, like you and your brother, where it's kind of like you guys are showing your faces more actively instead of maybe just like once a year, where you're like, you know what, let's get back in the scene and give it a whole year run?
We like, I want to say we talked about it, and like maybe entering a jam here and there around like 2015, 2016, but nothing like where we want to really be in it. And then we've even talked about just like doing some of the moves we had come up with towards the end of our run that no one ever seen, just to have footage of them and shit like that. But yeah, I've hit up Morris, talked to Morris recently, because I got like some pretty dope fucking like moves that no one's like fucking with right now that I was doing before I quit, that I've kind of like, since I can't really like do the shit and I don't want to go be active, I'd like to give them to like a b-boy I'm cool with that fucking is still active that could utilize the shit. So yeah, once this quarantine's over, I'm probably gonna like, there's a few like fucking pretty dope concepts I have. I'm gonna give to Morris probably. Okay. Paul, what's Paul talking about here? Oh, so Paul said, "Did trendy b-boys get remembered?" Trendy b-boys. Um, what do you
Yeah.
think about that?
There's a lot of trendy b-boys that don't even break, and people's like they're the gods. I'm like, he hasn't went down to the floor in like 8 years. How is he a god? Like
Yeah.
he's a god. He'll just be in a pose with just in a pose like on a cover, and it'll be like, oh, the god. And I'm just thinking like he ain't went down to the floor. How
What
can you
up,
be a god?
Supersonic? She said, give them to me. um,
Yeah, how can you be a god but you don't even go down to the floor?
yeah. I mean, I think I don't know. Like, does a certain individual come to mind for you?
Yeah, but I try not to like blow people up
Name
though
drop.
because I want
All right,
yeah
so I'll
I want to
I
keep
can
what
I
I
can I'll name drop.
okay.
So I can think of like, and I'll answer Paul's question. I'll say no because I don't see no one ever since this dude stopped. I don't see no one talking about him. I don't see like
Mm-hmm.
any like the really b-boys that have notoriety ever bring his ass up or his crew. And
Mm-hmm.
but then people that I feel like for instance, do you remember Daryl Leak?
Yeah.
Okay, so like Daryl Leak, no one talks about that dude anymore. But he went overseas at one point. He fucked
Mm-hmm.
around with Jabberwockies at one point. He was in Flex Slave at one point.
Mm-hmm.
He was fucking with that crew that got second place at ABDC at one point.
Mm.
But then it's like I think when like people like me and some of the other OGs look at him, it's like he got most of his shit from Chog. Like he got most of his shit from Kid Conflict and Paul. So it's like,
Yeah.
like you talked to Thesis the other day. Thesis, Sam gives it up to Paul, and Paul didn't break half as long as Derelict did actively.
Mm.
So I mean that would be my like example of a trendy like someone that comes
Okay.
in and is just doing moves that have already been done because he knows they're hot, but he's not
Mm.
really flipping them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And uses the fuck out of them to get as far as he can. But once that shit's over, no one's like, oh yeah, where's Derelict? So, but yeah, dude, it's crazy. Like them cats, they can go overseas all they want and brag and boast.
Mm-hmm.
That will be bragging every week on his IG and YouTube channels, like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, I'm in Europe this week and blah blah blah. And I'm like, well, yeah, I mean, you're over there, but like, whose shit are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, can do.
Ah. Yeah. All
So,
that's different now though, bro.
hey, yep,
That shit got snatched like that.
yep,
So now it's like everybody's going back to the way that they started.
yeah, which is nice.
Look at the way that you started, like in your front room with socks, or in the
Yep,
garage I see people outside with cardboard. I haven't seen nobody on cardboard since like
yeah,
the '80s though. Literally, they got cardboard, and it's like all that shit that you always wanted to run from. It's like now you have to face it, and that means like you have to start the way that it started.
yeah,
Literally, you can't do anything fancy. You can't be in the studio. You're not flying around the world. You're in your garage where I seen breaking, where I always used to break. That's how we came up. I met Style Elements and we started breaking in their garage in Modesto.
yeah.
It was all
Yeah.
garage practices though. It was never no gyms, never no fucking 24-hour fitness. It was just in the garage though, bro. In the valley when it's only like 25 degrees in
Yeah.
January in a garage, bro, at midnight. At midnight. Trying to warm your hands and you just see hella frost coming out you can put out a cloud of smoke though, bro. Like
Yep.
practicing in the garage till 4 o'clock in the morning. Like, yeah.
That shit it
Mm-hmm.
builds character. You know what I
A
mean?
lot.
Yeah, Paul was saying when you were like practicing like that in your mind, were you like training to be like the best or were you training more so just out of like the love for it?
Is he asking me that question?
He's asking you.
Okay. The reason why like I really wanted to do that, Paul, because I felt like I love breaking so much that it wasn't I never wanted to be the king at anything. I just wanted to represent that original style. So when people see me break, they can be like, you know what? That's the shit right there. Like even if you don't like me, you still got to be like, that's the shit though. I've always wanted to have that badge of honor when I walk in a place, and you can be fucking the whole fucking monster team or super crew, whatever team that you are. That like when I walk in, you don't try to act like I ain't never did anything, like I never contributed anything, or just because you got more lights and cameras that like that top rock that you're doing is more flashier than mine. It's like it's not even about the flash though, bro. It's always been about the soul.
Hey.
Hey, that's
No,
soul. It's all about
for sure.
soul. Yeah, it was. I didn't care about it. I've never been sponsored. I never flew around the world, and I lasted the longest out of all, almost majority out of everybody though.
Yep.
Every like how you said, ever since you've been following break, you've never heard a year that I disappeared,
Yep.
and
That's
I've
what's
known
up.
you since 1999. I've never disappeared.
Yep. That's facts.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah,
Oh
that's good.
yeah.
I'm glad you asked that question because I want to talk about things like that. I think it's fresh that we can talk, and ask questions about stuff like that, being honest though, because I think in 2020 we got to start being honest to break, into ourselves and start calling out people that's hiding behind fucking images though, bro. And
Yeah.
like statuses that it's like those statuses already been they already belong to kings. There's people that I believe in this b-boy community, kings at what they do. You know what I'm saying? And DSD is one of them.
Yeah. That's what's up.
Being honest, and DSD is one of them. Though I'm just saying it because I know I can never sit there and say, you know what, they didn't really go freestyle session Korea. It's like you guys are out here. Every time I hear there was a jam, DSD one, DSD just won San Francisco, DSD at Cell Space, and I'm just thinking like, yo, these motherfuckers is making cash though, bro. I'm in Madeira thinking like, DSD won again. They be like, yo, Mikey DSD just won on Sunday. Yo, Mikey DSD, we won on Friday. And I'm thinking like, damn, like, do they ever get tired of winning, bro? That's all we hear for years, DSD. It was always, and I would come inside the jam and it's in the finals. It's Oakland Breakers or Headquarters versus DSD2 or DSD1. I'm like, oh, they're splitting it up into like pairs. One of the DSD is going to get to the finals, though. If you beat the first DSD1, DSD2 was going to get there. And people hated it, though. Bro. People was like, I'm fucking tired of this shit. And I'm in
Bro.
the back laughing. I'm in the back laughing because I know who you guys. I met you guys in '99.
You know,
I'm
it's
in the back
funny, like
laughing, bro.
on that tip, so remember how you were, when you were talking with Paul and we were talking about
Yeah.
how after we won the regionals for freestyles or for Alpha Fame in 2001, where we had to beat Headhunters and we
Mm-hmm.
had to beat Renegades in the finals. That kind of like was like a wake up call to everybody, that like, yo, we're fucking like legit. Because we were like winning some little jams here and there, but like there was never a jam where we really had to take out the top name crews in the Bay in one night. So after that period is when the judging systems kind of fucking started getting flipped on us, and we
Yeah.
started losing to like foundation things because we weren't dancing in our routines and stuff. So when we went back after 2004 and came back in 2005 before we went on our winning spree, we literally just like we would show up to jams, bro, in like 2005 with like no like real serious practicing, and we'd show up and we'd look at what crews are there and we say, all right, me and Paul would go in a corner, we'd be like, yo, this is what we're gonna do first round. We're gonna do this routine, this move, and this move. And the next round, we're gonna do this move, and then we'd make up a new routine on the spot and fucking add like one of our little tricks to it. And be like, yo, we're gonna do
Mm.
this routine, and then when we get to the final, we're gonna have this left, this left, this left, and this left. Bro, we literally would fucking win jams left and right, like making up
Yeah.
our rounds because we had so many like different blow up routines and shit like that at the time. Um,
Mm.
it didn't matter who we battled. Like whatever crew it was, we didn't have to change our format. So we'd end up in the finals, and whoever was in the finals was fucked because we had our best shit left always. Like, because we could take out the best crew that was there other than us with our first round, like our first set of shit. So yeah, dude, like we fucking, man, we were winning shit from 2005 to like 2007 before we finally lost a jam.
I want to actually during that time, what was you guys doing with that money? Because that's stimulus checks though, bro.
Dude, it wasn't that much though, honestly.
It wasn't.
Nah, when you like what?
You please go with me in the bathroom now.
No, you have to go by yourself.
No.
When you break it down, like.
You go with me.
Okay, no. When you break it down, like gas, food, you want to buy a shirt at the jam.
Yeah.
I mean, you might get $200, $250 to, each person or something like that at the time. Like no jams were like, they're not like they are now. Where like you win a good jam and you're fucking leaving with $1,000 each. Like it wasn't.
Oh, you know what? The prizes even went up for a solo b-boy. Zeku won $20,000.
Yeah, like the prizes are way more because they have hella more sponsors. They can afford, like, they do that sponsor game.
Okay. Your baby wants to play with you? Okay. No, she wants your attention?
No, she needs to go to the restroom real quick. Hey, give me
2
minutes. 2 minutes.
Okay. All right. Yo, that's crazy. How kids look at LAPD. Let me show y'all the realness. Oh, that's crazy, huh? Los Angeles. And look at the police in the sky. Oh, you see them with the lights? Police right there. Welcome to the West Side. That's crazy. You got police in the sky while I'm doing the interview. What's up, Paul? Ask me another question, though, bro. Erica, ask me a question so I can answer it. Damn, they're really on somebody out here tonight. My favorite battle that I was in is when it was in Modesto, and it was me. It was Motown Boogie. It was like Motown Boogie 5 or something. It was Mikey Ice versus Cornette, and I battled Cornette in Modesto in the finals.
Nice.
At Motown Boogie, yeah. That was my favorite battle because I came all the way from Madeira, and I was getting through hella people, and they said in the finals, it's Cornette versus Mikey Ice, and everybody was like, he's in the finals? I was like,
nice.
Hell yeah, well, I should be in the finals though. I wasn't tripping though. Like if I wasn't getting to the finals anymore because I got in there and I've actually won first places all by myself though too, So when you guys started making that transition, I was like, I'm happy to see you guys. Like to me, it's kind of like you guys you guys took off where I kind of like started like pushing back though because I was getting tired of the contest though because I was already breaking. I started breaking in '91 though, bro. I was already tired.
Oh shit, yeah. I'll be
right
back.
Okay. Look at the helicopters. Yo, Freakazoid, what's good, bro? Hey, ask your brother Boogeyman if I can get him on here, though, man. I've been trying to, what year was that? That battle in Modesto had to be, 98. Yeah, 98 Motown Boogie Modesto. What's up, Freakazoid? Freak Show. Giovanni, I need to get you on here again, though, bro. Let's do part 3.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, bro. I battled Cornette, and I got to the finals with Cornette and Modesto.
Oh yeah.
I was happy though, bro, to be in the finals. Though he ended up winning because I think they gave it to him because he can do. Yeah, he can do like he was doing like crickets and like flares and stuff. So even though he won, I was happy that I got a second place trophy.
Yeah, I remember Coronut was like kind of known for the cricket hops one way and then
Yeah,
stopping and going back the other way.
yeah,
Like
that
that
was
was
his
like
deal.
his signature kind of
Yeah.
thing. And then he had pretty good scratch 2000s too, from what or scratch
Oh
90s.
yeah,
Yeah, them
yeah.
scratch 90s.
You know what's crazy though? I want to share this moment with you guys though. All right. So we're in Modesto, or yeah, we're in Modesto, a little fucking bar. It was like a battle. So we walk in there, and Cornette is doing this shit though. He must have hit like 790s that night, bro. Watch, I'm gonna get him on here. He did 790s though, bro. Everybody was tripping. So they said, okay. They said, to the finals, we're gonna have Red Dragon versus Vietnam. And everybody was like, oh, so Red Dragon was like already on the other side, like, what you gonna do, Vietnam? You do the same shit on your wrist, but you got 90 on your wrist? So he looked at Vietnam and they said, Red Dragon, come out first. He ran to the wall, so Vietnam seen him and he ran to the wall with him at the same time. And Vietnam flipped off the wall before he can backflip off the wall, though, bro, and he pointed at him. They both did the gainer off the wall at the same time, but he beat him to the wall. That was the hardest shit ever. He beat him to the wall. He ran and did the gainer off the wall, roll back and did the double wrist on like that. Bow, and stuck it, bro.
Bro, you want to hear something hella funny?
Yeah.
In those early Stockton practices at Delta College that me and Paul went to, like when we first started breaking, Red Dragon was in those.
Yeah.
He went to go do a backflip off the wall inside their gym, and his foot went through the fucking wall. That's hella funny though, yeah.
Yo, let me tell you this story though, bro. I love Red Dragon. I'm gonna get him on here too, though, bro. I can just see if I can get him on tonight. All right, bro. So they come to Fresno, right? And you know, he was like, yeah, I'm gonna get some drinks. I'm gonna get some drinks. So he goes into 7-Eleven with that fucking costume on with the mask.
The mask?
You know, back in the day, people do a stick up, you know, with the mouth out. And he was in line and everybody was hella scared. Because they didn't know, like, is he going to buy something he's going to rob? But he would never take off the mask, so he went inside 7-Eleven with the mask on. The lady was
He fit right in now. He fit right in now, shit.
Yeah.
They wouldn't look at him twice.
Yeah, that's funny that he don't even wear the mask anymore. But I'm going to talk to him, though. It's a trip to see him. Because I think he kind of let go of the whole, like, Red Dragon thing. Because I don't really hear too much from him nowadays, though. You know what I'm saying, to be honest.
He kind of like got into adulthood, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
working a job,
yeah,
paying bills, living on his own,
keeping a roof over his head.
there was actually
Yeah,
a point in time where I was letting him stay with me. Back in the early 2000s, I think.
Yeah,
I lived in Stockton for a little bit. Yeah. But yeah, he's always been a cool dude. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I like Jermaine. Yeah.
He just always reminded me of someone that was very like almost like he had ADD, but he didn't. Kind of like
he loved to break though. That's one thing about Jermaine. Like he will break on dirt, he will break on cement. Like
that's real facts. He would literally break on dirt.
I've seen it. I'm like, I love to break too, but damn, like not in the dirt. Tear up all your shit, like tear up your shoes, tear up your sweater.
Did you end up watching that 2-on-2 battle that I had sent
Which one?
you? The one that David had turned into the diss video.
Oh yeah.
With the K-Mill?
Yeah. Oh yeah. And you guys are the first ones to start that shit though. Excuse me. But the video's gonna end. Let me stop it and then we can go into part 2 real quick.
All right, for sure.
Okay.